Hey everybody. So, if you're watching this from the Rural Readiness channel, I would like to invite you to click on the link in the description below and join me on my new YouTube channel, Discover Sustainable. I had to create a new YouTube channel, and I'm in the process of moving all of my content from the Rural Readiness channel to my new channel, Discover Sustainable. So I hope to see you there. Hey y'all. So I'm outside and the focus is not very good, but it won't matter. So good morning to everybody. I need my coffee. So whenever we fall in love, we often believe that this relationship will last forever. We think that, you know, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna last, and there's not anything that could ever break us up. Well, that's not always the case, right? So is it because of the lack of time spent together? Is it because we're so far apart, right? I started in Louisiana and it's a long way away. So is it that whole boyfriend in a box? You know, that's been a joke. The whole boyfriend in a box. Who knows? When you're ending a relationship, there's always going to be pain and hurt, you know, unless of course you're like a robot, right? And I'm not a robot. It's one of the most difficult things that you can do is to end a relationship. There's pain and hurt, and I'm not the kind of person to get into the whole play-by-play and who done what and who said what, because in the end it only causes stress and strain, and it's not going to change the inevitable. So why put yourself through that, right? So it breaks my heart. Yes, it does. But in that same breath, I did learn so much from this relationship. I learned how to be better prepared. I learned how to hit my target. And I also learned that there is a strength within me that I can call upon if needed. I think that is overlooked a lot of times. When you're in a relationship that's disintegrating and it's beyond repair, you know, I think that's overlooked. There is strength within. You just have to find it. I look back over the last 3 years, and I could be bitter if I you know, had an inkling that wasted 3 years of my life trying to build something that was never going to succeed. Now I know that, but looking back, you know, there was good and bad that came from both of us. So I refuse to accept all of the blame. It's all going to be on my shoulders, because I'm the weaker of the two, right? Am I really the weaker of the two? Because resigning yourself to accept all the blame is weak in and of itself. I'm not going to do that because I didn't do it all by myself, right? I have this imaginary steel door that shuts down when I'm hurting, and it's a self-protection mechanism that you hear people refer to. There are walls, you know, there's doors. So I need to separate from that whole feeling of feeling inadequate, right? Because in a relationship, there are two parties, and when both are inadequate, neither is successful. So that's just the way I'm thinking about it. Who knows if I'm right? It depends on who you ask, right? So I've been single for 30 years, and I consider myself a pro of getting my dustpan, picking up all the pieces, and moving along. So what do I do now? Are we going to sit down and divide the beans, right? One bean for you, one bean for me. One bean for you, one bean for me. No, I'm not doing that. And, you know, the reasoning behind that is irrelevant at this point. But I feel like I have closure, that I don't have a choice but to accept, because I'm not willing to bend. There are things that I'm just not willing to bend on. I can't give up my character and give up myself in trade to have a relationship. That's not who I've ever been. And I'm not planning on changing at this late stage of my life. It's just not gonna happen. I've come to terms with it, and I need to get on with my journey. I need to get on with it. I can't be expected to overlook someone else's faults if my faults are not accepted, right? I mean, that's just the way a relationship is. You have to accept each other's faults. Well, when mine aren't accepted, okay, that's where we draw the line. So I feel like it's normal to miss someone that's been such a huge part of my life. I can honestly say, looking in the mirror, that I gave this relationship every chance to succeed. So that's all I have to say on that. I figured I would clear up any confusion on why there's not a mention of anyone else on my channel. I've informed my kids, and they're all good with it, you know. They know. Mom's not going to stop, right? So will I shrivel up and be a basket of depression? Negative. So that all being said, the question is, did I discover sustainable? Well, yes I did. What was it, you say? It was me.